If you want to get a text or message from someone, just do this. I know it sounds too simple. I know you're probably thinking, there's no way it's that easy. But what I'm about to show you works every single time, and I mean every time. You might not believe this until you see their name light up your phone in the next 24 hours. Most people scroll past videos like this because they think it's just wishful thinking, but if you're still here, you're not most people. You've been checking your phone every few minutes, haven't you? Wondering why they haven't reached out. And let me guess, you've probably been overthinking every single interaction you've had with them, replaying conversations in your head, wondering if you said something wrong, analyzing their last message for hidden meanings, checking to see if they viewed your story but didn't respond to your text. Tell me in the comments, have you ever typed out a message to someone and then deleted it without sending? Tell me if you've done this. I really want to see how many of us have been there. Because I know you have, we all have. You write something casual, then you rewrite it to sound more interesting. Then you rewrite it again to sound less desperate. Then you stare at it for 10 minutes, wondering if the emoji is too much or not enough. And finally, you just delete the whole thing. Look, this isn't about sending them telepathic messages or lighting candles. This is about energy. And whether you believe in that stuff or not, you've felt it before. You know that feeling when someone's thinking about you and suddenly you think about them too? Or when you get a weird urge to call someone and they were just about to call you? It's happened to everyone. You're minding your own business and suddenly someone pops into your head for no reason. And then your phone rings and it's them. Or you have this sudden urge to text someone you haven't talked to in months, and when you do, they respond immediately saying they were just thinking about you. That's not coincidence. That's energy. That's frequency. That's the invisible connection we all share, but most of us have forgotten how to use. It's like tuning into a radio station. Right now, you're probably broadcasting on the frequency of, "Please text me back." And that energy, it pushes people away. But when you switch to a different frequency, everything changes. Think about it. Can you feel the difference between someone who needs something from you versus someone who's just happy to connect? When someone approaches you with that heavy, needy energy, don't you almost want to run in the opposite direction? But when someone approaches you with light, easy, confident energy, you're naturally drawn to them. Here's what I figured out after years of staring at my phone like it held the secrets to my happiness. The moment you stop desperately wanting that message is the moment it shows up. I know. It sounds backwards. It sounds like some kind of cruel joke the universe is playing on us. But think about it. When was the last time someone texted you when you were obsessing over them? Probably never. But when were you living your life? Genuinely happy, not even thinking about your phone. That's when it buzzes. And it's not because the universe is testing you, or because you have to prove you don't care. It's because when you're in that obsessive, needy headspace, you're energetically pushing people away without even realizing it. There's this thing that happens when you're in that needy energy. You're basically sending out this signal that says, "I'm incomplete without your attention." And people can feel that heaviness, even through a screen. Have you ever gotten a text from someone and just felt heavy about it, like you could sense their desperation through the phone? Maybe they didn't say anything desperate, but something about the timing or the energy just felt off? That's what I'm talking about. But when you shift into this other energy, this calm, confident, "I'm good either way" energy, it's like you become magnetic. People want to be around that energy. They want to text that person. They want to be in that person's orbit because it feels good to be there. So how do we shift into that magnetic energy? How do we become the person people naturally want to reach out to? It starts with a simple visualization, but you have to really feel it, not just think it. Close your eyes for a second. I want you to try something with me. Picture the person you want to hear from. But instead of imagining them ignoring you or being busy, picture them in a really good mood. They just had something good happen. Maybe they're laughing with a friend, or they accomplished something they're proud of. Maybe they just had an amazing cup of coffee, or heard their favorite song on the radio, or got some good news. Whatever it is, they're genuinely happy right now. They're feeling light and positive and open to connection. Can you see them? They're genuinely happy right now. Now, in this happy state, something reminds them of you. Maybe it's a song, maybe it's a place, maybe it's just a random memory. But suddenly, they're smiling because they thought of you. Maybe they remember that funny thing you said last week. Maybe they remember how good they felt when they were talking to you. Maybe they just had this random thought about something you'd find interesting. Feel that energy. They're not texting you because they feel guilty or because you need them to. They're reaching out because thinking about you made them feel good. This is crucial. They're not responding to your neediness. They're responding to the positive energy you bring to their life. They're remembering why they enjoy talking to you in the first place. Watch them pick up their phone. They're not hesitating. They're not overthinking it. They just want to connect with you because you bring something positive to their life. They're not analyzing what to say or wondering if they should text you. They're just naturally moved to reach out because you make them feel good. There's no resistance, no second guessing, just this natural desire to connect. Now picture your phone. It's sitting there and you're not staring at it. You're doing something you love. Maybe you're cooking or reading or talking to a friend. You're genuinely present in your own life. You're not checking it every 5 minutes. You're not wondering when it's going to buzz. You're just living. You're engaged in your own life, doing things that make you happy, being present in your own experience. And then, buzz, their name on your screen. But here's the thing, you're not desperate when you see it. You're not like, finally, you're just happy. Pleasantly surprised but not shocked, because part of you knew it was coming. You see their name and you smile, but it's not the smile of someone who was dying for validation. It's the smile of someone who's happy to connect with another person they enjoy. Feel that energy, that calm confidence, that knowing that good things come to you naturally. Have you ever noticed how when you stop checking your phone constantly, people seem to text you more? It's not a coincidence. It's like the phone can sense your desperation. When you're constantly checking it, constantly waiting for that notification, it stays silent. But the moment you put it down and forget about it, suddenly everyone wants to talk to you. When you're not energetically grabbing at people, when you're not putting all this pressure on every interaction, they feel free to reach out naturally. It's like, imagine someone standing really close to you, breathing down your neck, waiting for you to do something. That would make you want to step back, right? But if someone's just living their life nearby, being cool, being themselves, you might actually want to go talk to them. That's the energy we're stepping into right now. When you're desperate for someone's attention, you become energetically clingy, even if you're not actually messaging them. They can feel that energy pulling at them, and it makes them want to create distance. But when you're genuinely happy with your own life, when you're not dependent on their response for your mood, you become energetically attractive. People want to be around that self-contained happiness. Keep your eyes closed. I want you to feel what it's like to be someone who naturally attracts messages. Not because you're playing games, but because you're genuinely good company. Because people feel better after talking to you. Think about the people in your life who you always enjoy hearing from. What is it about them? They're probably not the ones who text you with complaints or drama. They're probably the ones who make you smile when you see their name pop up. That's who you're becoming. That's the energy you're stepping into. Picture yourself tomorrow. You wake up, and instead of immediately checking your phone, you stretch, you make coffee, you do something nice for yourself. You're not anxious about who did or didn't text you because you're focused on living a life you actually enjoy. You might read a few pages of a book you're enjoying, or listen to music that makes you feel good, or spend a few minutes doing something creative. You're starting your day by filling yourself up instead of immediately looking for external validation. And throughout the day, when you do check your phone, it's casual. It's not this desperate grab for validation. It's just checking in. Feel how light that is, how free. You're not attached to what you find there. If there are messages, great. If not, also great, because your day doesn't depend on other people's communication habits. Now picture them, wherever they are. They're thinking about you, but not because you've been on their mind in a heavy way. You've been on their mind in a good way. They remember something you said that made them laugh. They remember how easy it is to talk to you. They remember how they feel when they're around you, lighter, happier, more themselves. You don't drain their energy or make them feel obligated. You add something positive to their experience. And that feeling, that lightness, it makes them want to reach out. Can you feel that shift, from heavy to light, from needy to magnetic? This is the energy that draws people in. This is the frequency that gets responses. Take a deep breath and let that feeling settle into your body. This is who you are when you're not desperate for anyone's attention. This is who you are when you're genuinely happy with your own life. This is your natural state, this confident, magnetic, self-contained energy. This is who you really are underneath all the overthinking and anxiety. Open your eyes when you're ready, but hold on to that feeling. When they text you, and I really think they will, I want to hear about it. Tell me in the comments how it felt when their name showed up on your screen. If this shifted something for you, even just a little bit, hit that like button and subscribe if you want more content that feels like it was made specifically for you. Now look, I'm not going to beg you to join our membership. Honestly, most people aren't ready for what we teach in there anyway. Most people want the quick fix, the magic words, the instant solution. But if you're still here, if you actually did that visualization with me, if you felt that shift from needy to magnetic, you might be different. The membership isn't for everyone. It's for people who are serious about changing their energy, not just getting one text back. It's for people who want to become naturally magnetic in all their relationships, not just with that one person they're obsessing over. I could tell you all about the exclusive content, the deeper techniques, the community of people who actually get it. But honestly, if you're not already curious after what we just did together, then it's probably not for you. The people who join, they don't need me to convince them. They feel something shift in this free content, and they naturally want more. They're not looking for me to sell them, they're looking for the next level. So I'm not going to ask you to join. I'm just going to say, if you know, you know. And if you don't, that's perfectly fine too. The door is there if you want it. Here's what I want you to remember when you put your phone down after this video. You don't need anyone's message to feel complete. You're already whole. You're already enough. And when you really feel that, when you really live that, people can't help but be drawn to that energy. Stop waiting for your life to begin when they text you back. Start living it now. Be so genuinely happy, so genuinely engaged in your own life, that when they do reach out, it's just a nice addition to something that's already beautiful. Your worth isn't determined by who's in your inbox, but when you really know that, when you really feel that, your inbox tends to get a lot more interesting. Trust the process. Trust yourself. And trust that good things come to people who are genuinely good to be around. Your phone might surprise you sooner than you think.